let's be honest, y'all. Yesterday was a day for me, okay? And it wasn't even the water that was the problem for me. So let's just get into it, okay? Yesterday I had an appointment with a neurologist, and because I had a previous accident, an injury from a procedure that I had this summer, I went to go see the neurologist. Let's just talk about, first off, medical health field. It takes forever to get an appointment with a specialist sometimes, and it took like 5 months. Yeah, about 5 months for me to see the neurologist and stuff. And so they did a nerve test and a muscle test. Nerve test, I've heard of. Had my leg jumping. But this other test, the muscle test, I was not expecting. They put needles, just like a whole bunch of needles in my muscles and it was like the most painful thing. I was bleeding. I was not expecting it in my leg and in my butt. And I was not expecting that. And I'm thinking like, okay, that's fine. I'll be good for the day. But just to make sure, I asked them, I said, hey, should I be expecting anything afterwards? Or is there anything I need to do? They're like, no, you're good. Y'all. At first, I was good. But then I wasn't actually in a lot of pain. I was actually in a lot of pain. And so that took my schedule unexpectedly on a turn. I was supposed to be doing a couple other things to chiropractor and stuff. And then also, my mentor had one of the generals in the faith come on and teach us. So I sat and I listened, and then we did like a trauma triage session with him, and that was intense in itself. So yeah, me recording last night did not happen. I was in a lot more pain, and I had to just rest and just showing myself grace. But I do want to let you guys know, I believe I found the trick. I'm not even gonna say trick, but I think I found my rhythm of drinking water though. And it requires lemon. It really does. Cold, one, and then lemon. And if I can't get the lemon, at least the water has to be cold. I just digest it so much better. I did that yesterday, and I tried it. I had a regular lukewarm water bottle, and then I had I had a cold bottle of water, and I put it in a jar and had cut up some lemons and stuff. And literally I drank that faster than I would drink the other stuff. But yeah, it's becoming a little bit easier. So I mean, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I still was on the 2.5 bottled waters that I drank and stuff, but I'm still drinking water. I'm still choosing water. I'm still choosing to hydrate my body, mind, and soul. Yeah, yesterday was more of a rest day for me, like God speaking to me and telling me I need to rest more. And it was kind of like okay, keep working towards that, keep choosing to rest, keep making decisions and breaking cycles or breaking mindsets of survival mode and stuff. And so and my schedule just kind of changed with my body doing what it's doing and stuff, and being in a little bit more pain than I expected it to be in. So forgive me, y'all, show me grace. I didn't get to record yesterday, or really post yesterday. I didn't get to edit my stuff at all, because my body said for me to rest. So I was resting after the appointments that I had. Yeah. So we're on for another day. We'll see how today goes. Also, let me add, to kind of talk about my other video that I'll be posting. I posted not that I'm not wanting to be consistent and not pushing myself. My body was in a lot of pain actually, and so I couldn't do what I was trying to do. And I talked to my mentor about it, like, oh my gosh, I didn't post today. I was supposed to post the third day 3. And she said, Olivia, no, stop. She quickly checked me. So yeah, your girl was wrong about the first other day. Was it day 3 that's posted? I was very okay, I'm gonna record, I'm gonna push myself to do it. And once I told her, what my body was going through, she said, Olivia, girl, I'm saying it in my language, in my verbiage. You do actually need to show yourself grace. So yeah, I've corrected myself, and it's crazy how you can like have a certain mindset, and then when you have people like covering you, praying for you, there for you, your mentors and wise counsel, and you just having conversations and you're telling them how you're thinking, and then they'll be like, no, let's not think like that. This is the correct way. And so with this challenge, with me wanting to post every day, I'm also not using it as an excuse, but realizing that if I just had a test done on my body, that is where I do need to give room for grace. The other day I didn't do anything. I had work. I didn't have that kind of test, And so I'm really learning the balance of grace and where if it's at in my life, and where it is room for, and where I should be giving myself grace and not judging myself on when to give grace and when not to give grace. Like allow God to do that, And so, y'all just seeing the one post, I may be saying something else, and then the next post I'm like, dang, I learned this today, so that was wrong and stuff. And so that's what this journey is really breaking patterns, breaking habits, breaking certain mindsets that I had about myself, about others, about life, about Christ, how I view things, and really allowing God to restructure that. And I know it's not going to be all done in 30 days, but it's the start of it. And so that's one of those things. Like, I literally just went through a whole test, but they were poking needles. And I was kind of disappointed I didn't post, per se. I didn't post the content I had because I didn't edit it. And so she's like, in this moment, yes, show yourself grace, And so I'm definitely learning and balancing. Have y'all ever had to learn, okay, this is that moment you do show yourself grace. Like, why are you not showing yourself grace? Don't have such a high expectation and stuff and of what needs to be done. No. Okay. You missed it on this one. That's okay. Get back up. Let's do double now. Okay. So you suggested some things that I can do moving forward and stuff. And so, we're going to do it. So I'm excited again. I hope it's not lost, y'all. We're at it. I'm so glad. I will say I'm so glad I did rest. My leg is still so sore. My butt is still sore, but it's not as sore as it was yesterday. But the real test is going to be when I drive. It's because when I was driving yesterday, that's what I was like, oh, I got to go home and rest. After the appointment, I went and I rested a little bit at family's house, but then I was going to work, and it was just hurting. It was too bad. And so then now, I slept, I rested,